Do you ever feel like the world as a whole is just negative and people are constantly complaining around you? How does this affect us? But the bigger question is the world really just negative in general? That's our point of contention on today's edition of Changing Lives. Joining us once again is our friend Douglas McNeilage to help us unpack this issue. Tanya, over to you.
Thank you so much, Douglas. Welcome back.
Thank you, Tanya.
It's been so amazing having you here, and the reason I get so excited is your expansive knowledge, and what you do is you validate a lot of the assumptions that I have from a scientific perspective. So, I'll pick up things in corporate when I'm coaching, and then I'll have an idea and I'll come to you and I validate it because you've got the stats and the technology to back it up. So one of the things we talk about the fifth element, and we talk about the eighth element, and we talk about the eighth element being vibration. And obviously you've got your mental body, your physical body, and your emotional body, but your vibrational body is one that people don't know about yet. And it's measured in megahertz. So it's been assumed that fear is a vibration of 95 megahertz. And it's also assumed that approximately between 90 and 92% of the population are negative. From your statistics and from the reports that you get back from all the work you're doing, could you help me to either dismiss or approve that as a myth or not?
Yeah, sure, Tanya. I mean, if we just look at the world today, it's very negative. You've got negative press, you've got negative social media, you've got negative people that are, presenting stuff within business as well. But in saying that, I've seen a whole lot of positivity within the business field over the last 14 months. And that's what I'd like to share with you. Going through the pandemic, you're going to have, people that are very negative, don't understand what's going on, uncertain about their positions within their companies. And at Verint, we were very lucky. We were ready for the pandemic. So we were one of the very few companies globally that didn't have to transition or anything. We were ready, our people were ready, our systems were ready. But what more important is that we were ready to support our customers and to support the employees of our customers. And that was a big drive, for us to make sure we got it right through the pandemic, because I work with people in the US, APAC, and EMEA, and I could see very different personas from each of the people that I'm working with. Some very positive, some extremely negative. And I dug deep to try and understand why that was. And it was change. So change, is hard for anyone to take. So what we focused on from our business point of view was to make sure that we accommodated the change for our customers, and we helped them continue their businesses and continue their daily processes in as close to the way that they did it before. And we achieved that goal. So, now what we see is that this change, which was very negative, is now very positive. Now people are excited to work from home. People are excited to use new systems that we've implemented for our customers that help them do their job even better than they did before. We're seeing more productivity, we're seeing more efficiency within the workplace, and we're seeing happier employees.
That is so incredible to hear. So do you think there might have been a silver lining that came out of the work from home dynamic?
Most definitely. I mean, in my job and in my career, I've always had a work from home policy. For me, it was easy to transition to that because I didn't have to do anything different. That was the way that I worked all the time. But for other people, it was extremely difficult. It's the unknown, it's the unfamiliar. And how do you make them comfortable with that? Going to the office and socializing with people is extremely important. And we've seen that dynamic come back into South Africa now. But people now have options. And that's what people want. And if you give people options, they're going to be positive about the next day and the next year.
So giving people choice, bringing that inclusion of family and work and self-life balance is actually what's been achieved and bolstered by the systems that are out there that are more online, which is absolutely incredible. Douglas, so just to close up and to summarize what you were saying, so if we had to look at a percentage of pre-lockdown negativity to post-lockdown negativity from your statistics, what would you guess they are?
So I would say that it's, about a 60% dynamic shift in the positive side.
Wow, as much as that. Thank you so much for sharing.
My pleasure. Thank you, Tanya.
Fagurama, au faga, faga, faga. Uma sabufa,